Welcome to my YouTube channel. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share.
Welcome to our review notes on theory of architecture, focusing on 100 famous architectural dictums. This is last part or part 2 of a 2-part series. Enjoy reviewing.
Architecture begins where engineering ends.
Walter Gropius.
Art and Architecture, the New Unity.
Walter Gropius.
Architecture is the learned game, correct and magnificent, of forms assembled in the light.
Le Corbusier.
Architecture belongs to culture, not to civilization.
HOATOA.
Architecture is the reaching out for the truth.
Louis Kahn.
Architecture is a synthesis of the technology and art.
Pierluigi Nervi.
Architecture starts when you carefully put two bricks together.
Ludwig Mies van der Rohe.
Architecture should speak of its time and place, but yearn for timelessness.
Frank Gehry.
Architecture is expression of poetry.
Oscar Niemeyer.
Architecture is an expression of values.
Norman Foster.
Architecture is a social art.
Marcel Breuer.
Architecture is the art of creating space. Quality of that space is what makes it architecture.
Norman Foster.
Architecture is the only tangible expression of space.
Eric Mendelsohn.
Architecture is like writing. You have to edit it over and over so it looks effortless. Architecture is really about well-being. People want to feel good in a space.
Zaha Hadid.
Architecture must have something that appeals to the human heart. Creative work is expressed in our time as a union of technology and humanity. Nevertheless, the basic forms, spaces, and appearances must be logical.
Kenzo Tange.
Architecture is invention.
Oscar Niemeyer.
Architecture is the expression of the past.
I am Pei. Architecture is measured against the past. You build in the future and you try to imagine the future.
Richard Rogers.
Architecture is the masterly, correct, and magnificent play of masses brought together in light.
Le Corbusier.
I don't think that architecture is only about shelter. It should be able to excite you, to calm you, to make you think.
Zaha Hadid.
One of the great beauties of architecture is that each time it is like life starting all over again.
Renzo Piano.
Modern architecture not need to be Western.
Kenzo Tange.
Modern architecture is not a style, it's an attitude.
Marcel Breuer.
The ultimate goal of the new architecture was the composite but inseparable work of an art, in which the old dividing line between monumental and decorative elements will have disappeared forever.
Walter Gropius.
God created paper for the purpose of drawing architecture on it. Everything else is, at least for me, an abuse of paper.
HOATOA.
As an architect, you design for the present, for a future which is unknown.
Norman Foster.
The responsibility of an architect is to create a sense of order, a sense of place, a sense of relationship.
Richard Meyer.
The role of the architect is to create buildings and environments in an urbanizing world by saving and renewing cities through technology, especially the ubiquitous automobile, the servant of man. Victor Gruen. White is the most wonderful color because within it you can see all the colors of the rainbow.
Richard Meyer.
In all my works, light is an important controlling factor.
Tadao Ando.
Space and light and order are as necessary as bread.
Le Corbusier.
A room is not a room without natural light.
Louis Kahn.
The sun never knew how great it was until it struck the side of a building.
Louis Kahn.
Recognizing the need is the primary condition for design.
Charles Eames.
Unity disguised as chaos, complexity and contradiction are often what make works of art both exciting and profound.
Kenzo Tange.
When I'm working on a problem, if the solution is not beautiful, I know it's wrong.
Buckminster Fuller.
My architecture is easy to understand and enjoy, hard to forget.
Oscar Niemeyer.
Each new situation requires a new architecture.
Jean Nouvel.
A bridge is something that connects instead of separating.
Santiago Calatrava.
It is not possible to design always the same. How to be different in each different place. That is the most important work and duty of the architect to find out.
Jean Nouvel.
The acceptance of certain realities doesn't preclude idealism. It can lead to certain breakthroughs.
Rem Koolhaas.
A doctor can bury his mistakes, but an architect can only advise his clients to plant vines.
Frank Lloyd Wright.
The mother art is architecture. Without an architecture of our own, we have no soul of our own civilization.
Frank Lloyd Wright.
I believe that architecture is a pragmatic art. To become art, it must be built on a foundation of necessity.
I am Pei.
I think about architecture all the time. That's the problem. But I've always been like that. I dream it sometimes.
Zaha Hadid.
I don't know why people hire architects and then tell them what to do.
Frank Gehry.
I'm always searching for more light and space.
Santiago Calatrava.
We build buildings which are terribly restless, and buildings don't go anywhere. They shouldn't be restless.
Minoru Yamasaki.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share.
Enroll at Atlas CDC Review for a comprehensive prep for the Architecture Board exams. Message us now.